I can't help but like my family knows about the things that I'm reading because I tell them against their will about what's happening in my books. But when I read that chapter where he talks about the sperm whale's eyes being on opposite sides of its head and seeing two separate pictures simultaneously, I didn't get over that for days. I was like, guys, have you thought about this though? Like the way that Ishmael invites us into like so much wonder in that encyclopedic presentation, that those somehow belong together in his mind. I loved it.
Yeah.
He was such an endearing narrator to me.
Yeah. And I got to say, you just said that it inspired wonder in you. And that's where I'd say he is being deliberately and sometimes explicitly subversive of this approach to knowledge that pretends to be exhaustive and encyclopedic. So he sort of signals this at various points by saying, if you think that dividing up whales into these categories gives you some kind of reliable and exhaustive knowledge of whales, then you're very confused about what this is about. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't pretend to encompass or comprehend entirely whales by this kind of anatomical analysis of the different types of them.
Yeah.
It's sort of this like way, I would say, into what you just said: wonder, fear, awe. That's actually what, in some ways, he's trying to cultivate by giving people a somewhat more textured picture of certain features of the novel, a key one being whales and the various species of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. At one point, he writes, I promise nothing complete because any human thing supposed to be complete must for that reason infallibly be faulty.
Exactly. That's exactly the kind of line I had in mind. I'm
Yeah.
amazed that you just pulled that out.
Well, because, yeah, it was so striking to me because it was descriptive, not just of that particular moment in the novel, but the whole novel. I mean, there's this story happening, but also Ishmael's wandering around the whale
Mm.
for so much of the book. And you can't help but celebrate, enjoy, be enthralled by the same things that he is. So